It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Good day. Even though technology was a little slow this morning, that's okay. It's going to be the most amazing day. Let's fix you there. And we are fixed here. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel where they can binge watch all the Phyllis Morning shows over there. I greatly appreciate it. And if it costs nothing to subscribe to the YouTube channel or to the podcast, so please make sure you do that. And then we have the books, we have the movie, we have all the things. So make sure they share it. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get this day started. I know you're doing all the things, Margaret, this morning. So yesterday, we talked about unlearning survival tactics, right? And with unlearning survival tactics, what that means, what it looks like, why it's important. And so if you missed yesterday, go back and watch it. But today I want to talk about the power of awareness, right? The power of awareness. And that is a book. I haven't read it yet. I just bought it. It is a book, but we're going to talk about the power of awareness from JoJo's perspective. So the power of awareness, thank you, Joshua. When you are on this healing journey and you are deciding what is for you and what's not, and you are unlearning your survival tactics. Good morning, Tammy. Tammy, I don't know if you know, but your good mornings come up in my messenger, not on the screen. So I heard the ding dong. um, so as you're doing this, whatever your journey is, right? However you are figuring things out for yourself, however that's working, it is the power of awareness of who you are. It's the power of awareness of what is around you that is going to take you further. Meaning, the more you become aware of the chaos, remember we taking that chaos and we putting it in the structure. Remember we talked about that. And as we're putting it in the structure, it's going to seem like chaos is going to ensue because you're now just paying attention to all of it, right? So I want you to be aware of the power of awareness. Right. Absolutely, Joshua. Be aware is to be alive. Good morning, Lisa. So if the power of awareness in this is how powerful we are as humans. And I don't let anybody tell you you're not powerful, you're not smart, you're not amazing. Um, we're so powerful as humans that when we become aware of a situation, in that moment we decide whether we want to participate, whether it's going to affect our lives or whether it's not. We then take that awareness and push it to our subconscious mind, meaning I see it, but I can't even think about it right now. So I'm pushing it to my subconscious mind. You then dream about it and it keeps running in the back of your mind, and you can wake up tired all the time. You can have a constant headache and be like, I can't quite put my finger on it because that one thing that you are aware of that you don't want to address is running in the back of your mind, because your mind wants to keep you safe, right? Your mind wants to keep you safe, wants to keep your body safe. So it saw a problem and it's trying to solve it in the back of your mind while you're participating in your everyday life. It is the power of awareness that says, wait a minute, let me do something about that. Every day we are aware of something in our lives, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, career, friend, children, insert everything that we may need to address. And it's that power of awareness that makes us step back to say, I don't want to participate. This ain't for me. I'm not even ready to think about it yet. Insert what we talked about. Insert all that we talked about this past week, where we assume that we can't handle what we're getting ready to do. You assume you can't handle the healing you're getting ready to go through. And that's a question you need to ask yourself. Can you handle the healing that you're getting ready to go through? And then you're going to go through the betrayal of self. Like, Lord, I know it ain't me. I can't do this. Then you're going to find yourself at that crossroad of, do I do the hidden work? Do I unlearn these survival tactics in my power of awareness? Or do I sit back and let all of life happen? And then I play the victim of, look what happened to me, when all along I have the power of awareness to do something about it. And we talked about this on the 6th of January. I need to honor my path. So if I'm honoring the path that I'm on, and on the 3rd, and y'all please go back and watch starting the 1st of January, we talked about ego versus fear, what that is, and that crisis is triggering your feelings, your bad thoughts, your emotions, honoring your path, betrayal of yourself, the hidden work, unlearning survival tactics, right? So now today we're at the power of awareness. Right, Joshua? And we have that option to embrace it or to let it go. So in my power of awareness, not only rests all of my power, my clarity, my mindset, the to go and do, there lies my healing as well. I know I am aware of what I say to people affects them. I'm absolutely aware. And sometimes it gives me pause, meaning I won't say what I want to say because I know the impact of the words it's going to have on that person, place, or thing. The power of awareness says in my career, I pay attention to, am I aware of what's going on here? Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Make this a square up exercise. For those of you who don't know what a square up exercise is, it's something JoJo invented. I keep hitting the camera link over here. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me see if I can get them back in. So for those who don't know what the the square up exercise is, and I think I may, I said I was making a workbook, but I never finished. I'm going to finish it for you guys. Square up exercise is a piece of paper that you put the square in the center, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Fearless Morning Show, y'all know this by heart by now. What is in my power of awareness? Insert from the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And then let's do our circle. What is my circle of influence and what is my circle of concern? My circle of influence is what I can change right now. My circle of concern is nothing I can change. Yes, Joshua, we have to be aware of those words and how they affect others. So if this is your first time seeing the square up exercise, this is what it looks like. Mental, emotionally, physically, financially. Where do you need to find yourself? Where do you need to be aware? Where's the power of awareness singing at for you today? And then as you are taking those layers back and unlearning those survival tactics, what does that look like? As ego versus fear sits in the center of the power of awareness. I like that. Ego versus fear sits in the power of awareness. I got to write that down. Good morning, Randy. How you doing, friend? Good morning. So in my power of awareness, right? And if anybody wants to read that book with me, I just bought it. You want to buy the Power of Awareness, it's the one with the red stripe going across the bottom. Okay. But this is the Power of Awareness for JoJo. as I am unlearning these survival tactics. Thank you, Margaret. As I'm unlearning these survival tactics, right? Things that I no longer have to do, like save the soap. I don't have to save the soap. I don't have to save the trash bags. I don't have to sew up the holes in my socks because I don't have money to buy more. I don't have to sew up places in my shirt because there's a hole there because I've washed it on my hands so many times, or so I have to sew it up so I can wear it, or it has a stain on it, can't come out. I can't throw it away because I don't have any more clothes. So then I buy a jacket to cover it up. I don't have to do that anymore. So I have to unlearn survival tactics. As I'm unlearning it and I'm honoring the path I'm on, and I'm looking at my ego versus fear. Y'all need to go back. When was ego versus fear? When did we talk about that? We talked about that on January 3rd. So from the 3rd on up, that's a whole good little series. And because we talked about the crisis that people bring you that trigger you to think that you need to go back into that survival mode. Okay. I don't need to go back into survival mode because I don't believe that anymore. I don't live there anymore. So if this is the house of abundance, and if this is the house of abundance, then abundance I shall be, not surviving. There's a difference. And some of us get so caught up thinking success is surviving, or surviving is success. And we think we're successful, but you just really out here struggling and thriving and surviving, and you're not living and growing. There's a difference. And I want us to know that the difference is vast, it is deep, it's wide, it's all encompassing. It's also a mindset shift. So if you're new here, we made this a square up exercise. Here you guys go over here. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. Where's your power? What do you need to be aware of today in those squares? What was the point? Miss Margaret said, put a pin in that. What was we talking about, Margaret? So the power of awareness today. What are you aware of? She said the whole show. Okay, Margaret, thank you. So the power of awareness, when we know, and this is Confessions and Conversations with JoJo, we know the problem exists. I know there's something in my life that I need to discuss, that I need to handle, that I need to take care of. Absolutely, Joshua. If I don't want to take care of it, the power of my awareness will make me say, I can't deal with this. So I push it to my subconscious mind. I push it away. Insert trauma. Remember, we talked about the definition of trauma is when something happens and you are incapable mentally, emotionally, and physically of responding to it in that moment. And because you can't respond to it in that moment, it traumatizes your body and you go straight to survival mode. And then you hold that trauma inside of you, and then you keep packing traumas on top of it. So traumas happen in layers. Your healing is going to happen in layers. And we talked about, and this is a JoJoism, so if you share it, please add my name to it, that you're going to add a healing marker in your body. When you decide to honor your path, to say, I'm not going this way anymore, I'm doing this. There's a healing marker that takes place in your body as your body keeps scoring. That's a book. As your body keeps score, a healing marker starts there. Let's get real scientific. Every 60 days, Tammy, you're the resident nurse. Your body creates new cells, new skin, new everything. So every 60 to 90 days, you create a new you. Literally, you create new skin, new blood. Everything recreates itself. So if I'm recreating myself and your belief system is simply a series of thoughts that you have over and over and over again, and I decided on this day that the day is the day I'm going to heal, today is the day I'm making a healing marker, and I say it out loud and I say it with my chest and I mean it, then my body marks that physically in my body. Now my DNA And please Google this because your girl is a nerd. I need you to know this. The minute you decide to heal and you're committed to that, your DNA begins to change on that day. And your DNA starts to make healing cells, healing thoughts. But you have got to, in your power of awareness, be intentional about your subconscious thoughts every day. So as I made this healing marker, every day that a crisis or a trauma or a trigger or whatever shows up, I remind myself that I made a healing marker. I remind myself that I have to unlearn the survival tactics. Jojo, you're living, you're no longer surviving. And I stay present in that what I'm currently living and thinking and thriving. And I allow the new me to be created. It happens. I need you to Google how your body recreates itself every 90 days. If you're a nerd, you can listen to Jim Quick. You can listen to, what's my other man's name? I'm going to find his name in just a second. There's another guy you can listen to about brain science. Right. You have to be aware of your strengths and listen, you got to be intentional. So if you today say, I'm healing from this, you place the healing marker in your body, create that DNA that goes with it. Okay. Create it. Happiness does happen in layers. Absolutely. And there's a book up here. It's called Iyanla Vanzant. It's by her. It is, I forget the name of it. Hold on 1 second. I forget the name of her book, but she talks about the difference between joy and happiness and why joy is important. I did a whole 2-day show on that. So I have to find it. Yeah, Dr. Amon, but there's one more person. Hold on, let me take this down. There's one more person. I can't find his book. But there's one more really, really great person. Golly. I'll think of it and let you guys and tell you. Y'all have heard me say his name before. I can see his face. Thank you, Joshua. I sure will. But Jim Quick is especially, he has like a 5-thing system. He's really good with the mind. I wish I could remember the other guy's name. I know his book is on my shelf over there somewhere. Anyway, I'll think of it by tomorrow. So, guys, on this most amazing day, and I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that. I want you to think about the power of awareness today. Think about the power of where you sit right now and where you are, what's going on, and what you can contribute to yourself, period. Because you assume that somebody else is going to come and save you, and they're not. They're not. It is you. You are the miracle. You are it. Nobody else is coming. And the minute you realize that and you understand that you are everything that you need, friend. You are everything that you absolutely need. Then the understanding will come. Then things will get easier. So as you meet yourself, as you are taking away the layers, as you are doing all the things, right? You will not only meet yourself, you will begin to honor yourself. You begin to honor those healing markers that you have in your body. Y'all, and I'm looking for this guy's video. I mean his name. Because I want y'all to know his name. I don't know why it's bothering me because I feel like somebody needs to know his name today. And I can't remember. I know it, but I can't find him. And it's going to bother me till I find it. So I'll post it later today because I don't want to hold you guys. So on this most amazing day, here he is, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I knew it was on the tip of my tongue because We're both Joe. And so let me tell you a little bit about Joe, and then I'm going to go. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Um, Absolutely. Margaret, you are sitting on top of all of it. No, I love John, Janice. John is my, and Janice reminded me of another guy. I found John first, John Asaraf. I found him first before I found Joe Dispenza. And I'm glad to be walking with you too, Margaret. I love you. I love Janice. I love all of you guys. You are my sister, brother, friends. So Joe Dispenza, he does have a clinic in California, but he talks about the power of the mind. Yes, I did. He did do a brain-a-thon. I'm on his email list, so I try to participate sometimes. And with both of them. So with Joe, he talks about not only the power of the mind, you really need his books, and he talks about living to your full potential and all the things, but he has scientifically studied people and had people come to his clinic who have been ill with cancer, some in stage 4, all kinds of things besides illness of the body, illness of the mind. And with the group of them, and you stay there for a week, sometimes 14 days, and it's the power of the mind to think positive and healing thoughts. And they x-ray and they can not x-ray but MRI and CT physically see the cell change as the group of people stand around this person and infuse them with positive thoughts and energies. And y'all, it is so amazing where they show you how the cell went from sick to healing in a span of 7 days. Now, of course, the trick is you have to believe without a shadow of a doubt that this is what's happening, that you are healing. And he tells you how your body can heal itself. Yeah, listen, Mr. Joe is the man. If you're into neuro, because he goes a lot into the neuroscience and how your brain works. And I'm a nerd, so there's that. But start off with John Assaraf and then maybe work your way to Joe Dispenza and Jim Quick. Start with Jim Joe. Start with Jim Quick, then go to John, then go to Joe. How about that? They all are J's, and then come to JoJo. I cracked myself up. Okay, it's too early in the morning. All right, guys. I hope you had the most amazing day. I hope this has helped somebody today, guys. Go back and watch starting January the 3rd, because now as I'm looking at, and I never planned this, but it looks like, again, our days are connecting to make a thing. We talked on the January the 3rd, we talked about the ego versus fear. January 5th, we talked about crisis triggers. On the 6th, we talked about honoring your path. The 7th, it was betrayal of self. The 10th was hidden work. Yesterday was unlearning survival tactics, and today is the power of awareness. And Janice, that's right, we got Jim, John, Joe, and Janice. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Brandy. Yes, never too early, honey, because I will crack at myself. I will laugh at my own jokes, honey, like I'm the funniest thing in the whole world. So on this great day, y'all, I want y'all to have the most amazing day ever. I want you to be peaceful, period. I mean that. That's what this says. Be peaceful. That says be peaceful. I want you to be peaceful, period. Yes. And you know what, Margaret? I received that. Margaret says that these are all the events that you will have in the future. Absolutely. And the power of awareness hit JoJo yesterday too on a lot of things. Like my mind was blown on a lot of self-revelation things. And as we go, I will share. So on this great day, be peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. For those watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell so you get the notifications every time we are live over there. Don't forget the podcast. Even Alexa likes me. So you can tell Alexa to play the Live Past Crazy show. Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora. We are on over 52 different platforms. Our favorite one that we're doing really good on right now is Apple. So it doesn't matter if you have Apple, Android, we're on Audible, we're on all the things, okay? So check it out or share with a friend. If they don't do any of that, they don't want to read any of the 8 books or watch the movie, tell them I said have the most grand risingest day ever, and to honor their path, and that the power of awareness is for them. It is absolutely for them. And that they are, and funny enough, we're holding this, they're transitioning into freedom. This is book number 2, Transition to Freedom. And for those that don't know, I do have workbooks that go with 2 of my books, Fearless Woman, Born to Give Thanks, and this second one, Transition to Freedom. I do work. Last year, I did 2 book clubs, and we discussed my book, both books, and we went page by page. So I developed workbooks that go with both of them. So if you would like the workbooks, let me, I think the workbooks are here. Matter of fact, I know they are here. LPC Products. Good morning, Miss Crystal. How you doing? Miss Lowe. I don't know why I'm calling you Crystal. Your name is Miss Lowe. So you can find the workbooks that go with the 2 books there. It is, so they really go page by page and chapter by chapter, and they ask you a lot of questions. So, all right, guys, I'm gone for real. Have a great day, and I will see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.